All right, so our next unit is going to be on React, and I wanted to start off by showing off the lab, the Ice Cream Wars lab that we'll be doing, and use that to sort of give us a boost up in learning React. So first I'm going to display what the app does, and then I'm going to break down how I think of the app, and then we're actually going to go ahead and create an actual React app, which is going to be fun. So let me first go over what this app does. All right, so this is a React app, and what it does is Ice Cream Wars. So you can make an ad for, I don't know, like which ice cream flavor you really like, and then you can change some of the properties of the ad. So on the left we have this ad designer, and so like for example, right now it's got chocolate selected, so it says vote for chocolate. So if I click strawberry, it will check, go to strawberry, and vanilla. There's no snozberries, but we have these three different flavors. When I click the button, it updates the UI to show which flavor it is, which is cool. You also can change the color theme. Okay, currently it's dark, but then you can have to go into light, so you can make it look kind of the way you want. And you can even adjust how big the text is. So, for example, if I want really huge text, I can hit the up button, see how the font goes up to 43. And then if I click down, I can make it smaller. All right, so this ad on the left is customizable, okay, and how you would like to display it. On the right, we have the actual ice cream wars. So, for example, you can vote for which flavor you like. I'm going to restart the app. So I just refresh. So it starts off with no votes. Okay, so nobody's voted for any of the ice cream flavors that they'd like. If you click on an ice cream flavor, then it will show you the current percentage. So there's one vote for chocolate, which is 100% of the vote. If I do vanilla, and notice how the more I click, these percentages update based on how many people have already voted. So you can click as much as you'd like, and it will calculate the percentage and how many votes each ice cream thing has, which is kind of cool. All right, so this is the power of React. React is helping us do all this very dynamic stuff in the UI, and it makes it easier than vanilla JavaScript to do these sorts of things. Okay, so but React has a lot of things going on at one time, so there's going to be quite a few concepts to learn. The first concept we're going to go over is thinking in terms of components. All right, so no longer are we thinking of a page. When we did HTML before, we had an HTML page. Maybe you had like a page, let's say like you were doing a shopping cart. You had a page for your shopping cart. You had a page for all the items in the shopping cart. You had a page for, we're not doing pages anymore. We're doing components. So I'm going to kind of show you how we break this down into components. Let's go over to that. All right. So if we think about this as components, then I've got a couple ways of looking at it. I'm going to say that this header up here, okay, is a component. This ad designer, this section is a component, and over here where we're voting is a component. I'm even going to go further and say that this ad here is itself a component. Right? So instead of thinking of this as one big page, right, we can think of it as there is this background component that holds everything. Right? So picture there's this invisible container that holds the whole app. Okay, that's our root component. Okay, the root component is at the base of the app, is like the very lowest level component you can get. On top of that, we're going to pile on these other components, okay, that are each going to be independent from each other. So this ad designer is a component. This header up top is a component. This vote here, etc., is a component. They're all individual components. When you build this page, you're going to build a component by component rather than building the whole page. And I even went so far as, like I said, the ad itself is its own component. So these all these different changes in the UI, we're going to be able to move them from component to component, and React is going to be able to help us keep track of where the components are, keep track of variables, and update the UI based on what the user does, so that our website is very interactive. So if you think about it, like I said, let's go back to the actual functioning of the app. Like I'm clicking buttons and see how smoothly the UI updates based on what I'm doing. Okay, so it's very very like nice, and we have a good presentation and a lot of this interactivity, because nowadays modern websites are very interactive. Okay, it's not about just showing pictures and images and some text. Okay, you're going to want to have the UI update based on what the user does, and there's a lot of complicated things a user could do on your website, but React helps us manage that in a nice way. All right, so this is what the Ice Cream Wars lab is going to look like. let's actually in the next video create a React app and start working on these things.